Okay. Good evening. Good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Carolina Panthers Talk live stream here on the U to the Tube and the Facebook. I am Blitzball champ Jason Ingram. So, uh, here we go. Week 13. Only 6 games left, y'all. Only 6 games left. And this is the first game to start out the remaining of these 6 games under interim head coach Chris Tabor, as the Carolina Panthers will travel on the road to take on division rival for the first time this season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a 4 o'clock game, Sunday, December 3rd. First off, I want to say, hope everybody's been having a good week. It is Thursday, November 30th, the last day of November of 2023. The year is almost over, y'all. We're right in the home stretch. Hope everybody's been doing well. Hope everybody's been having a blessed week. Stay strong as we make way to the finish line of the year 2023. It's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. Okay. Going to talk about this matchup tonight. And, also a couple of things, a couple of signings, a couple of pickups have happened over the last few days. As a matter of fact, let me get caught up. So, 2 more players put on injured reserve, unfortunately. That would be Chandler Zavala and Laviska Shenault. Ugh. Mr. Gemini, welcome to the stream. What's up, Blitz? How's it going? I'm doing good. Still a little sore from the workout that I had earlier, but I'm good. Real good. It's been a good week. I have tomorrow off, so looking forward to just chilling and relaxing and spending some time with my dad as we go to another pro wrestling event. So, it's been good. It's been good. Hope you're doing well. So, Laviska, Chandler on IR, unfortunately, but went out and picked up some folks. For example, Carolina Panthers have picked up veteran offensive lineman Gabe Jackson. Signed him to the practice squad, but I got a feeling he's going to be elevated, possibly for this game. 32-year-old Gabe Jackson spent the last 2 seasons with the Seahawks, and before that, he was with the Raiders for 7 seasons. But yeah, has 130 career starts. So honestly, don't be surprised to see him get elevated and inserted into the starting lineup, you know, especially with Chandler Zavala on IR. I think he's going to fit in right nicely. And of course, with no Austin Corbett, because he got put back on IR, but could help, could definitely help starting as early as this Sunday. Let's see. Mr. Gemini says, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that Frank was unwilling to work with Bryce. Well, if that's the case, that's not really good. If that is the case, that's not a good look. Now, I can understand that may not be the ideal pick that he had in mind out of the draft, but regardless, whoever you get on your squad, it's up to you as the head coach to lift them up, to encourage them, to coach them up. I mean, you're the head coach. So being unwilling to work with a player is unacceptable. So if that's the case with Frank, that doesn't really show a good reflection on him, if that's the case. So that would be quite a bummer. So we added Gabe Jackson, and then just earlier today, they claimed cornerback Shaquille Griffin off of waivers as he was recently released by the Texans, a veteran cornerback who was a Pro Bowler back in 2019 with the Seattle Seahawks. Uh, Only 28 years old, so still, he's still got some years on him. Uh, started 78 games in his career. 7 interceptions, 63 passes defense, and a forced fumble. I think he would definitely, I think he would definitely help out the secondary. So I like the pickup. I definitely like the pickup. Mr. Gemini says, and what do you think about this Belichick news? I hope he does not become the coach for Carolina. I think it would be a big, big slap in the face. Like, it would really show the most highest level of desperation if we end up getting Bill Belichick. I'm sorry for the idea of David Tepper to say, "Oh, I want a coach that's going to be here 30 years, be able to, be at my eulogy, my funeral." Bill Belichick is 71 years old. The dude's 71. Uh, so what? You're expecting him to coach until up to 90 years old? Like, come on now. Besides, he has compromised the integrity of the game on multiple times. Like, to be honest with you, Mr. Gemini, us getting Bill Belichick to me would be almost equivalent to like signing a deal with the devil. Yeah, that's how much I do not want Bill Belichick as our coach. I mean, it's more than, what he's, you know, done to us at the Super Bowl and whatnot, but I just I think in all honesty, I think we need a young coach. I think we need a young coach, maybe early 40s, late 30s. I think we need a young coach. I really do. Mr. Gemini says I don't want Belichick either. Oh yeah, like I just really feel like it would be like extreme desperation to want to go out and get Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? And not to mention with the type of meddling with the type of meddling uh owner that we have, I don't think Bill Belichick would even put up with that. Like I don't know why he would want to come here with a meddling owner. You know what I mean? So I would be shocked. I'll be really shocked if he would even consider the idea of being the coach here. Um, Mr. Gemini says we need a coach and a GM that wants to work with Bryce. I agree. I definitely agree. I agree. But and Belichick probably doesn't want to develop another Alabama quarterback. Could be. Could be. But I definitely like the recent pickups in Gabe Jackson and Shaquille Griffin. I think they could hop onto this team and, help make an impact. I think they could definitely do that. So, yeah, I like the acquisitions. I think they're going to be inserted into the lineup as soon as this Sunday. But, okay, this matchup 4 o'clock game, Sunday. Panthers at the Bucs. Their first meeting this season. Of course, the Bucs are 4-7, Carolina 1-10. The ESPN matchup predictor 71.3% chance the Bucs win, 28.5% chance Carolina wins. Now, looking at the injury report for Tampa Bay, got a lot of linebackers listed. Devin White, Levante David, Savoshea Dennis, and Yaya Diaby, all questionable. Chris Godwin, wide receiver, is listed as questionable. Um, let's see who else is on that list. To be honest, Tampa Bay doesn't have a big injury list. They really don't. Mike Green, defensive end, questionable. Jameel Dean, cornerback, questionable. They only just have two players listed on injured reserve, and that's wide receiver Raheem Jarrett and center Ryan Jensen. So I mean, they don't really have a big injury report. So they may not be coming into this game full strength, but they'll be close to it. They'll be close to it. Uh, pardon me. Carolina's injury report. Well, the two that they have, as far as today, that was out, that did not practice, were safety Von Bell and tight end Hayden Hurst. Those were the two main notable folks for Carolina. Let's see. According to ESPN, Tommy Tremble, Xavier Woods, Nash Jensen, Jonathan Mingo, questionable. But let me really dig into this. So the folks that were listed as limited were Tommy Tremble, Taylor Moton, Marquise Haynes. And those folks didn't participate Wednesday. They did not participate Wednesday. Uh, Wide receiver Adam Thielen and punter Johnny Hecker were taken off the report because their absences Wednesday weren't injury related. And as I specified, Laviska Shenault and Chandler Zavala are on injured reserve. Um, Xavier Woods, Nash Jensen, and Jonathan Mingo were limited today. C.J. Henderson was a full participant, and we got three players designated to return from IR that were limited today, which were J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chin, and Yetur Gross Matos. So slowly but surely, certain folks are getting back to being healthy again. So, and I think, with J.C. Horn coming back, C.J. Henderson coming back, we just added Shaquille Griffin. Troy Hill has been playing well. I think the secondary could end up shaping back up again. I think if we can get a healthy Von Bell back, a healthy Xavier Woods, Jeremy Chin, I think we could finish with a strong secondary by the end of the season. So I definitely I have a good feeling about that. I have a good feeling about that. Because like I said, I like that Shaquille Griffin pickup. I think that'll definitely help, even amidst the injuries. And the thing that's been really good, Carolina's defense has been very serviceable. They have not been bad this season. I mean, as a matter of fact, on NFL.com, they're listed as the ranked 6 defense. I mean, through all the injuries and such, and even through all of these losses, that's pretty impressive that they've been able to maintain a top 10 defense. Now, I wouldn't say that this is a lights out defense. No, Carolina's defense is not lights out because, after all, they don't really have a lot of takeaways. They don't have a lot of takeaways. But they have shown that they can force 3-and-outs, stall drives, and get the offense back on the field. And that's part of doing your job on defense. So that I can appreciate. That I can definitely appreciate. So it really just comes down to offense has to reciprocate and do their part. That is really what it comes down to. Because the defense has been doing their part more consistently throughout this season. So I just think it's impressive that they've been able to do that amidst all of the injuries that they've had on defense. Now, a couple of other noticeable stats. You got offense comparison. And they don't have the detailed one up on Panthers.com, so I have to use the NFL.com. Uh, Offense. Of course, Carolina's ranked 31. Tampa Bay ranked 24th. Defense, Carolina ranked 6th. Tampa Bay ranked 25th. Passing, Carolina ranked 30th. Tampa Bay ranked 16th. And rushing, Carolina ranked 29th. Tampa Bay ranked 31st. So once again, this is a winnable game. This is a winnable game. And honestly, I'll say it, we better win this game. We better win this game. Uh, did I change location? What do you mean change location? I'm confused. Pillow behind you is on the left now. Oh, no, no. Uh, Still same area. Still same area. Yep, still in the same area. Um, let's look at this Tampa Bay team. Now, while they are 4-7, let's keep it a buck, y'all. Baker Mayfield's been playing good this season with the Bucs. As shocking as it is to say that, Baker Mayfield's been playing good this season. 64.7 completion percentage, 2,588 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, only sacked 26 times. He's been playing pretty dang on good this season. I just wish he could have done that for us. Ugh. But oh well. It's freaking stupid, but it is what it is. I just wish he could have done that for us. But whatever. He's the enemy now. Uh Rashad White, 559 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, 156 carries. I mean, that's pretty much been their main running back. Yeah, that's been their main running back. And of course, got to keep an eye out for the two-headed monster in the receiving core. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. We learned the hard way the last time we faced them last season. And right now, Mike Evans, not far from another 1,000-yard receiving season. He only needs 150 more receiving yards, and he makes it. He has 850 right now, and 9 touchdowns. Chris Godwin, 606 yards receiving, only 1 touchdown. But like I said, these are two guys that are a threat on that offense. We cannot sleep on those two. We already got torched for 205 yards last time we played this team, courtesy of Mike Evans, on 3 deep touchdowns. So we cannot have that happen again. That better not happen again. Uh, uh, Cade Otton, their tight end, might be somebody to keep an eye out. 348 yards receiving, has 3 touchdowns. It's probably a red zone threat, but I'm not so sure. But if anything, I'm more concerned about the passing game for Tampa Bay because, like I said, Baker Mayfield, he's been playing good, and like I said, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, those are their two big threats in the receiving game. Of course, it's going to be really interesting to see how they D up both of them. But I believe this defense is capable of making the impact necessary to help out. Now, on defense, here's where it gets interesting. We got to really be on our P's and Q's, especially with this O line. This O line has struggled tremendously. But here's the thing this team has a total of 31 sacks so far this season, with Vita Vai as their as their sack leader with 5.5 sacks. Him on the D line. That's got me nervous. This defense has 31 total sacks so far this season. That has me a little nervous. Especially with how our O-line has struggled. But I hope with the acquisition of Gabe Jackson that will help. That will definitely help. Um, Damian Hernandez, welcome to the stream, says it feels weird to see Chase at 9 in that 1K list. Yeah, I know the the Bengals are struggling with the O line and with no Burrows, but it still feels weird. I mean, hey, I don't think it's that weird. I honestly I don't think it's that weird because there's still folks on that team that are capable of getting him the ball. He could still be that same playmaker. I mean, Look at DJ Moore. I mean, y'all got DJ Moore. Look how many quarterbacks that DJ Moore has played for. So hey, that really shouldn't be a shocker. You know what I mean? I mean, that shouldn't be a shocker. Oh, and Damien, while you're on here, bro, bro, what the heck was all that? Oh, I'm scared for this Monday night football game against the Vikings. What the heck was that, dude? Y'all freaking won. What were you nervous about? What were you nervous about? You are already claiming defeat before that Monday night game, and y'all ended up winning that Monday night game. What the heck, dude? What the heck? Hmm? Hmm? What the heck, man? uh I'm sorry. I had to mention that. I had to mention that. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Please forgive me. I couldn't resist. I had to mention it. Uh but um I'm not too concerned about the well then again, I was about to say I'm not too concerned about their run game, but then again I had to remind myself Carolina has struggled stopping the run. So they've cleaned up a little bit of it. Um Damian Hernandez says, "We won by field goal kicks and we have a losing streak against the division. What was I supposed to think? LOL. Hey, at least we won more than one game." That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all have a better record, and when you really think about it, y'all have a better team than us. So, I mean, it's like I said before, y'all have had more opportunities at primetime games than us by default. Not to mention, it was a winnable game. It was a winnable game. It's not like y'all were going up against the Chiefs. Come on, bro. I could see if y'all were going up against the Eagles or the Chiefs. Y'all were going up against the Vikings. Like what? What? No, I don't. I ain't trying to hear that. No, 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 no. I ain't trying to hear that. Nope. 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 Mm-mm. Nope. They went into that game 6-5. I don't want to hear it. Nope. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Oh, and the Vikings have beaten us consecutively in primetime games, also, especially on Monday nights. They were 6-5 going into that game. I don't want to hear it. It was y'all went up against the Vikings, not the Eagles or the Chiefs or anything like that. No, no, no. You were scared. You were scared. What in the world? uh, but nah, y'all beat them. Y'all won. Hey, a win is a win. A win is a win. That's when it comes down to it. Damien said, "Sir, did you not see that Chargers and Bears game where we got?" Nah, nah, don't change the subject. I'm talking specifically about what you specified in that Vikings Bears Monday night game. Nah, don't try to change the subject. Nah, I ain't talking about that. Nah, that's not the game that you were scared of. That's not the game that you called out that you were scared about. Nah, you said Bears Vikings. Don't try to change the subject. Uh-uh. No, I ain't trying to hear that. No. That's not the game you specified. You specified Bears Vikings Monday night. Stay on topic, man. Stay on topic. No, I'm totally trolling. I'm totally trolling. Um anyway, Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Ah, it's all good. It's all good. Um let's see. Let me stay in character. Let me get back to staying in character. So yeah, got to stop the run. Rashad White, like I said, 559 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. I mean, that seems to be the back that has gotten most of the load in the running game. Pardon me. As a matter of fact, he's the only running back on that team that has a touchdown. Now that I'm looking at these stats, none of the other Tampa Bay running backs have a rushing touchdown, and he has 4. So it looks like Rashad White is pretty much their every down back. Uh, Damien says, well, when you have Getsy and Eberfius as coaching this offense, throwing screenplays every time. I mean, come on. Did y'all or did y'all not win the game? Y'all won the game. Y'all won on prime time, Monday night. Just say you made a mistake. Say you made a mistake. It's okay. Say you made a mistake. Say go ahead, say I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun. I got up in my emotions and jumped the gun. I didn't believe my team could beat them. Just it's okay. We're all friends here. It's okay. You can admit it. It's okay. Uh um defense. Defense. Like I said, y'all, this Tampa Bay defense, 31 total sacks. D Delaney is their interception leader. Um well actually D Delaney and Christian Eason, I hope I said that right, both have 2 interceptions. The team has 9 total interceptions. This defense, I mean, like I said, Vita Vea, Shaquille Barrett, Jamil Dean, Antoine Winfield Jr. I mean, they got a lot. They got a lot of names on that defense. Levante David. I mean, they got some notable names on that defense, y'all. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's gonna bring it to stifle this Carolina offense because you know how badly the offensive line has struggled. So, uh, but we're coming into this. We're coming into this with Thomas Brown back to being a play caller with Jim Caldwell as a support. Jim Tabor interim head coach. So hey, we'll have to see how things are ran on the offense for this game. Um, Damien says, actually, I wanted the Bears to lose, so Berfius would get the axe, but it looks like he's staying another season since he got one. Why do you want your team to lose? I don't understand that. Why do fans want their teams to lose sometimes? Like I don't get that. I don't get that. You play to win the game. You play to win the game. You play to win the game. The great Herman Edwards said it himself. You play to win the game. But Damien, how much sense does that make, bro? You want the team to intentionally lose so the coach gets fired. How much sense does that make? Really? Really? You want the team to suck and lose so that the coach gets fired. Bro, that makes no sense. I could see if he was already doing bad and it just got worse and worse and that's a disappointment. That's a disappointment. But to intentionally want your team to lose games so that the coach gets fired, that makes no sense to me. Just, to keep it real with you, that and the reason why I say that there have been so many occasions where a team will do good enough to get to the playoffs but will keep losing and not make it through and they end up getting fired. Example, Marvin Lewis. You remember how often Marvin Lewis made it to the playoffs and couldn't win a playoff game? What happened to him? I'm just saying. Austin Jug, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I am doing good. How are you this evening? What is new? Damien says, so you mean to tell me you would have the Panthers to win? So, bro, I want the Panthers to win, period. That's the whole objective is to win games, bro. That's the whole objective. I don't wish for my team to lose any game. That's not the idea. Like why would I wish for my team to suck and lose games? Why? Why? That concept does not make any sense to me, especially if I'm a fan of my team. Why would I if my team is doing worse or is doing bad, why would I want more worse to add on top of that? Why would I want more to be added on top of that? Like for example, we're 1-10. Why would I want my team to lose out the rest of these games so that it looks worse? Like I really don't get that concept. I don't get that concept. That's like saying if I'm in trouble, if I'm dealing with a lot of trouble right now, why would I want to add more trouble on top of that? My point is my objective is I want to get out of said trouble. Austin says I'm doing okay. That's good. That's good. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, on paper this is a winnable game. But I think right now it's really kind of unknown how this offense is gonna look. With Thomas Brown back at the helm and Jim Caldwell assisting him, I just hope that stuff gets called and executed more aggressively. That'll really help Bryce Young really get this offense going. I'm I'm being optimistic, so to speak. I'm being optimistic. Uh Mr. Gemini says they want us at the bottom so they can still laugh at us and still be the laughing stock of the NFL. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I get it. Trust me, but when you have a coaching staff that is only going to give you season wins and do nothing in the playoffs, at some point you would want them to tank to get another coaching staff. Tanking is for cowards. Tanking is for cowards, Damien. Come on now. Do you honestly expect put yourself in the player's shoes? Do you honestly expect that a team is going to intentionally lose for the sake of a new staff, for the sake of a draft pick, something that they're getting paid to do? I'm sorry, but that concept makes no sense to me. Tanking is a coward move, and I will always acknowledge it as a coward move. You're legit quitting. If you're going to do that, just forfeit the whole season. Bro, why even play the games? If that's the mindset that you want them to have, just forfeit the season. Why don't they have that as an option? Shoot, bump the tanking. If that's really what they want, they need to just throw in a rule where if that's what you want, just forfeit the season. I mean, Dan Snyder paid refs and other teams to lose games, just saying. Nah, no excuses. No excuses. Tanking is for cowards. And if anybody accept said payment or whatnot, coward. Plain and simple as that. It's a coward move. It's a coward move. If you if folks want to tank, it means that folks are quitters. Plain and simple as that. To tank is to quit. I don't care what the benefits are. To tank is to quit. Let's see. Whew. This is this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. But you know what? Something I do want to see. I want to see the games that the Bucs have won. So far, the Bucs have beaten the Vikings, Bears, Saints, and Titans. I mean, man, despite the record, I mean, Baker Mayfield's been playing pretty well, but I do notice, I mean, and those victories, I mean, 20 points, 27 points, 26 points, 20 points. I mean, they've only been able to score 30 points once so far, which was 37. They had that really close game with the Texans. So it doesn't seem like they have such a high powered offense and whatnot. Damien says tanking is rebuilding, though sometimes you have to tank to get that diamond. I don't care what the benefits are. It's a coward move. I don't care if it's strategy. You're intentionally having your team, your players lose. They do not get paid to lose, my friend. That's the whole point that I'm making. They don't get paid to lose. They don't get paid to lose. You're intentionally to tank, you're having the expectation of intentionally losing. Intentionally losing. To have the expectation that folks would be, or especially the players, because as I said, we're just fans, bro. We're just fans. We're not the coaches. We're not the players. We're not the organization. We're just the fans. You got to look at it from that point of view. You can't honestly expect them to be okay with the idea of tanking, of intentionally losing. Because if that's the case, why not just forfeit the season? That's the point. Like, that's what your plan is. So why not just forfeit the season? Why even play? Why even play? Because if the whole idea is just to collect a paycheck, I'm sorry. But having those types of players on your team there to just collect a paycheck, that's not going to help you win championships. That's not that's not going to help you win championships. Like I said, it can have all the benefits in the world, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a coward move because you're intentionally quitting for a benefit. Whether it works or not is irrelevant. Doesn't change the fact that it's a coward move. Mr. Gemini says getting that player is not a guarantee. Not only is it not a guarantee, but even if you do get that player, there is no 100% guarantee that it works out. You remember what I was saying about how you can't predict injuries? Anything can happen, bro. I mean, look at us. We got the number one draft pick, drafted Bryce Young, got an all-star coaching staff. Look where we're at. Look how that turned out. It's not always a guarantee. It's going to be a risk no matter who you pick up because it could go either good, it could go either good or bad. Sure, you want to get more of the folks that's going to help you get the good more so than the bad, but that doesn't always happen the way you hope for. Let's see. I mean, like I said, this is a winnable game, but then again, I say winnable game loosely because we've lost a lot of winnable games this season. But I really think that on defense, we stop the run. If we can get pressure on Baker Mayfield and we can really D up Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, then that'll really help. But at the same time, offense has to execute. Offense has to execute. Like we have to really we gotta come out aggressive. We have to really come out aggressive on offense. And Bryce needs to have a good game. And the O line has to protect him. I mean, y'all, Bryce this season has been sacked 40 times. Like that's really not going to help if he continues to eat sacks. So, they got to really the O-line has to really step things up and give him protection because I'll say this, a lot of folks want to put a lot of blame on Bryce Young, but folks have to remember he has not been developed properly throughout this whole season. Uh, didn't the Mavs get fined because people found out they were trying to tank? If I remember correctly, I do remember hearing something about that. I don't know if it ever came to fruition, but I want to say that that did happen, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what year it was, but I do remember hearing about that. As a matter of fact, oh, I remember. I remember. So it was they recently got fined. Oh, so it was actually this year. I thought it was a few years ago. So they recently got fined for I thought this was a few years ago, but okay. So they got fined 750,000 for resting players last week in an effort to improve their chances at a lottery pick. So I mean, yeah, there there you go right there. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And they got fined for it. And they definitely should have been disciplined. So I get it. I totally get it. And I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. And I think that was the right thing. Them finding them, getting punished and whatnot. I think that's the right thing. They should be punished for that. Anything that is done to try to compromise the integrity of the game, I is not good. Is not good. Thank you, Mr. Gemini, for mentioning that. But nah, Mr. Gemini, that's a good example. That is a good example. David Screws, welcome to the stream. David says, I'm excited about Chris Tabor. I wasn't at first, but when I watched his press conferences, I think he means business. He just is saying it in a different way, and he wants to improve the O line. Well, as you probably heard, they picked up Gabe Jackson. They picked up Gabe Jackson, veteran offensive lineman. So hopefully, he'll help. He should be inserted into the lineup. Mr. Gemini says, you win blitz. I mean, but nah, you had a good example though. You had a good example. You had a good example. Damien says, I mean, come on, they have no help for Luca. What are they supposed to do? Not cheat, not manipulate the system for gain. Damien, like you're taking advantage. You're manipulating the system. You're trying to take shortcuts, bro. And that wasn't good. It doesn't matter what it is. If it compromises the integrity of the game, it's bad. It doesn't matter what the benefit is. It doesn't matter what the benefit is. And right now, the Mavs aren't even doing that bad. As a matter of fact, the Mavs, they were the first in their division. They're 11-6 right now. Mavs are playing good. Third in the Western Conference. Cheaters never win. Either they never win, and even if they are able to get away with it here and there, I'm a firm believer that you're eventually going to get caught. Might not be now, might be later, might be way later, but eventually you will get caught. Period. I truly believe that. I believe you'll eventually get caught. I mean, heck, look at the '07 New England Patriots. Spygate ended up getting a perfect regular season. But what happened? What happened? Oh yeah. They they didn't win the one game that meant the most out of all of those games that season. They didn't win the Super Bowl. That's the game that counts the most. That's the game that counts the most. Just saying. The lottery draft in NBA is rigged. Sometimes teams that are really bad never get the top picks. Why isn't people complaining about the lottery? Oh, I've never been a fan of the lottery system. Nah, I've never been a fan of the lottery system. Nah, I wish it worked the same way as the NFL draft. But nah, I've never been a fan of the lottery system. Yeah, the lottery system's trash. Yeah, trash. Joe Valesco, welcome to the stream. Says this wide receiver caught my eye coming into the NFL draft. His name is Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin? Let's look him up. Troy Franklin of the Oregon Ducks. Joe Valesco from Oregon. Ooh. Junior, 6'3", 187 pounds. Oh, look at him. 77 catches, 1,349 yards, 14 touchdowns. Dang, good stats. Really good stats. Having one heck of a junior year. Had a pretty dang on good sophomore year, too. 61 catches, 891 yards, 9 touchdowns. Dang. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. um, David says, I'm actually going to watch this game. I got so sick of the clown show. Round 2, I didn't watch Panthers last week. Yeah, I caught the DVR of it myself. Damien says, "What about Major League Baseball? They have the draft in the middle of the season." I wouldn't know. I don't watch Major League Baseball, so I wouldn't know. Um, wow, I'm impressed. Troy seems legit. Yeah, yeah. According to those stats I read, yeah, he seems very legit. Um, as a matter of fact, since Joe Valesco mentioned it, let me pull up the Tankathon. What are folks thinking about mock draft, perhaps? Um, uh, you know what? According to the Tankathon mock draft, Troy could fall to the second round. He could fall to the second round. The interesting thing about this Tankathon mock draft, they have the Bears going Caleb Williams, quarterback from USC, with number 1, and Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle from Penn State, at number 4. Interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all not giving up on Justin Fields, are you? Uh-oh. What? What? Non-desca! Anyway, uh, Damien says, as long as y'all don't get MHJ, Marvin Harrison Jr., I doubt it. Unless we get really, really lucky, but I doubt it. Joe Valesco says yes. So that Troy Franklin was from Oregon. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. For sure. Um, while we're at it, let's get some score predictions, y'all. Why not? Let's go ahead and get some score predictions. Carolina at Tampa Bay. What y'all thinking? I'm gonna let y'all go first. What y'all thinking? Carolina at Tampa Bay. Damien said there's no way we are getting Crimea River boy Caleb. Not a fan of Caleb Williams, I assume. Not a fan of the USC man. Mr. Gemini says 24-14 Tampa Bay. So we lose by 10. Wow. You're giving the offense 2 touchdowns. That's impressive. Okay. That's actually pretty impressive. Damien says 34-27 Tampa. I'll be shocked if we score 27 points. I'll be pretty shocked. I'll be very shocked. But then again, if Tampa scores 34, I mean, it'll be only their second time this season that they've scored 30 or more points. But then again, I mean, y'all remember what happened last time? Mike Evans ate us up. So, but at the same time, we better not lose to no Baker Mayfield. I've been saying that since the beginning of the season, and dang it, I'm going to stick by it. I'm going to say 21-17 Carolina. We better not lose to no freaking Tampa Bay. Oh, bump that. Bump that. Mm, man, oatmeal raisin cookies. You got to love them. Nice and chewy, too. Okay, sorry about that. David, what you got? David says, our offensive unit finally comes alive. Bryce's best game of the season. We have a top 10 defense ranked at 7. Actually, NFL.com has us at 6. Actually has us at 6. But, 7. 7 is good. I'll say 34-16 Panthers. Wow, 34 points. Oh, that would be quite a way to really come alive to start off these final 6 games. What's worse, losing to Baker or Trask? Baker. 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 We used to have the guy. We used to have the guy. This man teasing us with oatmeal cookies, really? Well, I can't anymore. They're in my belly now. But nah, they were good. Yeah, I got a cookie jar with oatmeal raisin cookies, macadamia nut, and chocolate chip. I mean, chocolate chip's my favorite, but I can appreciate a good chewy oatmeal raisin cookie. Um, don't want to lose to the head butter. I see what you did there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's Baker Mayfield for you. Oh man, that's too funny. But mainly, I say that it's worse because when we had Baker Mayfield, he didn't do jack for us. He didn't do jack for us. I mean, Sam seeing Ghost Darnold did better than Baker Mayfield. That says something. That says something. But yeah, I'm anxious. I'm anxious to really see if this offense can come alive. I'm really anxious to see if this offense can come alive. So, Thomas Brown with Jim Caldwell, I'm excited. I'm excited. Well, I'm partially excited, but I'm very anxious. I'm very anxious to see if this offense can come alive. Uh, let's see. One second. One second. Okay. Ah, pardon me. Okay. Damien says, okay, what's worse, mayo and coffee or mom making bed for a grown man who is in the NFL? Ooh, mayo and coffee. Mayo and coffee, definitely. Definitely. Ooh, who puts mayo in coffee? Oh Lord. Oh God. Oh God. Ew. 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 It's gonna make me never want to drink coffee again. Oh. 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 Ew. Ew. I already don't like mayo as it is by itself. It makes me gag. Um. Anyway, let me stay focused. Bad form. I even think we are going no huddle by what I've heard Chris Tabor say in his pressers. Interesting, but hey, if it works, that's what matters. If it works, that is what matters. Mr. Gemini says Will Levis. Oh, Will Levis does? Ooh, what? Really? Puts mayo in coffee? Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Chef 85, welcome to the stream. At least we add Shaquille Griffin, cornerback off waivers from the Texans today. Better than nothing for a secondary in dire straits. I think it's a good addition. I know he won a Pro Bowl back in 2019, with the Seahawks. But, 28 years old, I think he can definitely contribute. And, J.C. Horn is getting close to coming back. C.J. Henderson was a full participant, and but you know what, Chef 85, we gotta hand the defense credit. The defense this season, even amidst all the injuries, the defense has been the main factor this season that has at least helped Carolina stay in the game and at least have a chance. You know what I mean? And even within all of that, and they're the sixth ranked defense, which I think is impressive because, I mean, the Carolina defense isn't lights out. I mean, they're not getting takeaway after takeaway after takeaway, but they have been the main factor in at least giving this team a chance for the offense to put points on the board, but offense just has to do their part. Um, David says maybe a good substitution for Creamer. No. Oh man. Ew. Yeah, he does that. It's sick. That ew. Ew. Um, Mr. Gemini says he says he even eats bananas with the peel. Okay, I would rather do that than mayo in the coffee. I'd rather do that than mayo in the coffee if I had to pick one or the other. You know what I mean? Um, um, let's see. But yeah, I definitely feel a big priority for this off season is building around Bryce, but also we need a leader as head coach. We need a true leader that is going to emphasize and use their leadership skills to help this franchise grow and get better and get out of this funk that we've been in. You know what I mean? Uh Damien says, I would rather eat a Reaper than do any of that. Wow. Really? Wow. I can't even say I would do that, so I got to give you kudos for that. um, David says, at the same time, the defense has been out there longer than the offense. So if the offense gives the defense rest, I can see more interceptions and fumbles and more sacks. Yeah, that's a good point too, David. That's definitely a good point. I mean, we've definitely been lacking in the takeaway and sacks department, but I definitely was impressed, even in the last game. I mean, them keeping the Titans out of the end zone and no field goals, no points the entire second half. That was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive. So definitely the defense has been better than offense throughout this season for sure. It makes me sick. Bill Belichick is on our list of next head coaches. Oh, I'm there with you, bro. I am there with you. I am there with you for sure. Damien says, "Well, I am Mexican and we love eating hot in our food, so yeah, I would eat a Reaper." Ah, fair enough. I tell you what, I think chorizo is fantastic. If there is a Mexican restaurant or what that I go to, whether it's a taco, burrito, if they have chorizo or chorizo queso, bro, there is a restaurant, uh, Tex-Mex, uh, about maybe 30, 45 minutes from me. I kid you not. The best chorizo queso I've ever had in my life. Like, I I had it. It was so good. I was this close to ordering another bowl to go. I mean, best chorizo queso I've ever had. Phenomenal. Uh, David says, want a contest? I eat really hot foods. Oh, really? You dig spicy? Um, so I like spicy to a certain degree. Like I'm a big fan of authentic Sichuan style Chinese food. A lot of mouth numbing, a lot of Sichuan peppercorns and chilies and stuff like that. I like that kind of spicy. Um, like I said, I love chorizo. Uh, I do like some Thai spicy foods. It just depends on the location because some locations Thai spicy is a lot more spicy than others. So, um, but as far as like I don't know, ghost pepper, reaper pepper, stuff like that, I could never really eat those straight. You know what I mean? So, I I I can do spicy food in like small batches, like in intervals. That's what I meant to say, in intervals. Damien says I'm hungry now. Well, you know, nothing wrong with a late night snack. Well, shoot. For me, it's only 9:49. I don't know what time zone you're in, but hey, nothing wrong with a late night snack. You know. Um, let's see. I really and this is an away game. I have to remind us this is an away game. I don't even remember the last time we beat Tampa Bay on the road. You know what? Let's find out. When was the last time Carolina beat Tampa Bay on the road? Because I think it's been a while. Because I know last season we beat them at home. Actually, hold up. Wow. Wow, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Okay, I'm about to wow y'all. Y'all, we haven't beaten the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road since 2017 when we beat them with Cam Newton and company 17-3. October 29th of 2017 was the last time the Carolina Panthers beat the Bucs on the road. Wow. 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 Okay. That that kind of oof. Mm, dang. Okay, I'm a little bit worried now. Um, I dare you to eat a Paqui chip if Panthers win another game. You know what? I don't think I've ever had a Paqui chip. Was it like a really spicy chip? I don't think I've heard of a Paqui chip. I have to look and see if there's any of that at my grocery store or Latin American store, grocery store. Huh. Apparently David already ate one. Dang. That was quick. Damien says Seahawks beating the Cowboys. Man, this is funny. Oh, are they? Oh, okay. Up by 1 point. Second quarter's almost over. Oh, okay. They're keeping it close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, both quarterbacks playing well too. Both are playing really well. Nice. That is cool. Um, David says, "Wow, that's ridiculous." Facts. At the same time, we haven't good coaching, so put that into perspective. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I mean, the last time we beat them on the road was 2017, and that's when we last went to the playoffs. So that should tell you something. Yeah, that definitely says a lot. Mm, yeah, that's pretty sad. But we definitely have an opportunity to break the curse. Because I mean, we might as well go ahead and acknowledge that that's pretty much a curse. That's a curse. Yeah, haven't been able to beat the Bucs since 2017 on the road. Oof. Uh, David says I was really wanting Deuce as interim head coach. Kind of upset me, but I'll give Tabor a shot. Yeah, and honestly, I didn't think Deuce was going to get let go, but I guess that's how it is. Super Trebo, welcome to the stream. Says it's hard to get excited, Jason, about football. I'm just ready for the off season to be here Don't even really care about Sunday's game, which is sad. Ready for it to be draft time again. Nah, don't. Nah. Turn that TV on. Nah, don't be like that. At least see what we get out of this. I mean, it's a staff change. Like, let's actually see what we get out of this because it'll at least give us an idea of what could be built upon and what we could end up using uh, for next season. Ironically, Tabor fired him. Yeah. Hey, no excuse, sir. Just like you told me about. Hey, I'm gonna be watching the game. Hey, if you're just learning about me, Damien, I don't. It's not over until it's over for me, and until we are officially out of the playoff hunt, I'm gonna keep supporting and watching these games and seeing what happens because you never know, especially with the craptastic division that we're in. That should tell you something. It's crazy, isn't it? But nah, I'm going to always support my team. Shoot. Damien, I'm not like a certain somebody that supports tanking. I don't support tanking. So, just saying. Um David says scratch the season week 1. Week 1 starts this week. If I was a coach, I would fire these players up and have an intense offense. I mean, hey, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I mean, we got to take these 6 games one game at a time. I know it's easy to say, "Oh, it's only 6 games left, what does it matter?" But no, we got to see how these players do, Got to see how these players do. But nah, Super Trebo, stick around. Stick around. To be fair, both AFC and NFC divisions. Wait, which divisions? Wait, which divisions? Do you mean both conferences suck? Because if you're saying both conferences suck, that's just not true. That's just not true. But nah, which specific divisions? If you're talking about the NFC South, then yes, that division definitely sucks. Like, let's see. Oh yeah, the South definitely sucks. Yeah, yeah. NFC South definitely sucks. But I mean, hey, whether it sucks or not, there's got to be a division winner for every division. Hey, that's just hey. I don't make these rules up. I don't make these rules up. But I hope we can break the curse. Hopefully, we can break the curse this Sunday. And just a FYI, this a 4 o'clock game, not a 1 o'clock game. It's a 4 o'clock game. Um, but yeah, really the only game plan that I can think of, if it were me, um, defense, stop the run and they need to really D up Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. We don't want what happened the last game, the last time we played them, to happen again. So they better really D up Mike Evans. And then on offense, we just got to execute. Run plays for Bryce. The O-line has to step up and protect him. And let's get the ball downfield and let's get some drives in the end zone. Enough of this field goal crap. Got to get in the end zone. Offense got to do their part, because there's no sense for the defense to keep getting the ball back into the hands of the offense and the offense doesn't capitalize. So hey, as NFC North, who has had the Packers, who has had Packers as leaders every season with Rodgers, I feel you. Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about Rodgers is now able to practice or something like that. I think I remember hearing something like that. Um, and what's the deal with DK Metcalf doing sign language celebrations? I've been noticing that trend lately. He scores and he's been doing sign language. Let's see. David says, I've always wanted this team to be a no huddle. Seems like we always do it when we are down, even with Cam. I feel like our offense gets better under the no huddle. Well, I'm not against it. I'm definitely not against it if it ends up being effective. Um, yeah, as long as it's effective, I'm all for it. I just think that we need to be aggressive, and I hope that Thomas Brown, Jim Caldwell will be a good combination to really help with that. So here's hoping. Damien says, I think DK has a family relative who is deaf. That is why. Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's cool. Maybe he's giving shout outs to them by doing the sign language, maybe. I mean, I don't know what he's saying with the sign language, but yeah, maybe he's giving them shout outs. If so, that's cool. That's really cool. Kind of reminds me of when, like in the NBA, y'all remember Jeff Hornacek that played for the Utah Jazz? You remember how every time he goes to shoot for a free throw, he would wipe the side of his face as a shout out to his kids to remind them that he loves them. That's what it kind of makes me think of, which I thought that was a pretty cool gesture. Oh, Damien says, then again, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Hey, that's a good guess. Hey, that's a good guess. Hey, I can dig it. Um, okay. Let's see. You know what? Let's see something. Let's look at this schedule. So right now the Seahawks and Cowboys are playing. Seahawks are up by 1 point, 21-20. It's halftime. Um, David says, what would be ironic is what if Tepper wants Wilkes back? Ha! Ooh, that would be extremely impressive if he could rebuild, if he could repair that bridge. That would be impressive. That would be very impressive. Uh, let's see. Panthers at Bucs. Like I said, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna pick Panthers. I'm gonna pick Panthers. I think they're gonna hopefully start winning again. And like I said, we better not lose to the Bucs. Niners and Eagles. Now that's gonna be a really good game. That could potentially Niners and Eagles. That could potentially be the NFC Championship matchup. That could be a preview of the NFC Championship this season. Oof. And it's in Philly, and Philly's undefeated at home. Eh, probably go with the Eagles. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. Go to the Eagles. Damien says y'all should get one of the Ryans brothers as head coach. Shoot, I wouldn't have mind having D'Amico Ryans. I mean, I'd be down. The march is still happening. I hope it doesn't get out of hand. Me too. I hope it doesn't get too crazy. Um. Oh, and also the Cowboys. Cowboys are undefeated at home as well. Uh-oh. Seahawks could upset the Cowboys on the road. Uh-oh. 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 But uh what the heck? I'll take a chance. Seahawks over Cowboys. I know the game is already underway, but it hasn't finished yet. But so Seahawks, Panthers, Eagles over the Niners, Colts at the Titans. Colts. Damien is going Eagles. Okay. Let's see. Chargers and Patriots. Oof. Both teams are struggling, but Patriots, they're really just ugh. I'm gonna go Chargers. Lions and Saints. Lions. Falcons and Jets. Now you know what? Falcons and Jets, that could go either way. That could actually go either way. Ooh. Ooh. Falcons and Jets. That could honestly go either way. I'm going to hope for the Jets. I'm going to hope for the Jets to pull it off cuz I want the division rivals to lose. Damien says, "Why do I have a feeling that other than tonight's game we can get a weird upset week?" Hey, any given Sunday or in any given game day. David's going Chargers. Chargers over the Patriots. Lions over the Saints. Pat Pat's I can see Chargers screwing up. Damien's also going for the Lions. David says, "Isn't Aaron Rodgers coming back?" I heard that he is cleared to practice, I believe. As far as will he be back to like play a game this season, I doubt it. But I think he's back and able to practice. Damien says Falcons, depending if they're running the ball with B. John Robinson like they did last week. That's fair. That's fair. Cardinals, Steelers. Steelers. That's an easy one. Uh, Dolphins, Commanders. Dolphins. Ooh, we got us a good game here. We got us a good game here. Broncos and Titans, both are 6-5. And remember, the Broncos are on a 5-game win streak. Oh man, that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a really good game. Uh, let's see. Oh, wait, what the heck? Um, Speaking of Falcons, Luda WTH. Oh, what happened? What happened? David says thanks for the info blitz. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Uh Damien says he's picking the Steelers and the Dolphins. Okay. But yeah, this Broncos Texans game. Oh man. That's going to be a good game. That is going to be a good game. Damien says oh, you mean the Texans? Don't trust Russ? Bro, they're on a 5-game win streak. They're on a 5-game win streak. Like the Broncos are making a comeback. They're making a comeback. Ludacris was skydiving in the Falcon Stadium at halftime. Really? Wow, I didn't know he was a skydiver. Dang, I didn't know he was a skydiver. Wow, that's pretty cool. Just read, Aaron is pushing to be back for the December 24th game. Really? Well, good luck. That's all I can really say is good luck. I mean, maybe he can get back. Maybe he can get back. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, best of luck to him. I mean, hopefully he's able to get back and be able to play. I know he's probably itching to, so yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Let's see. Um, oh, it's on ESPN? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I don't know, y'all. This is a tough pick. Broncos and Texans. This is a really tough pick. And it's in Houston. Ooh, man. But hey, I could probably see the Texans putting an end to that win streak. Yeah, see him probably putting an end to that win streak. I mean, that game could really go either way, to be honest with you. But I think that's going to be a great game. David says that could be scary if Aaron is healthy towards the playoff push. Um, I mean, it's going to be tough, but I mean, they're third in the AFC East, and they're only well, they're a few games back from Miami. I mean, 4 games. They're 4 games back. So I mean, they would need to win out. They would really need to win out. Yeah, they would really need to win out. Uh, Damien says that defense is turning the team around. I mean, if Dobbs didn't throw that pick and the Vikings and Broncos, uh, Denver would have never come back and won. I mean, you play into the final whistle. You play into the final whistle, Damien. And like I said, Damien, look at that 5-game win streak. Packers, Chiefs, Bills, Vikings, Browns. 3 of those teams have good records. Not to mention they beat the Chiefs 24-9, dude. Like, don't sleep on the Broncos. They've got off to a rough start. But they are on a 5-game win streak. Don't sleep on them. That's all I can say is don't sleep on them. David says, "Oh, didn't know their record. Well, there's no point of Rodgers returning this season. I mean, they would have to win out. Like that's really the only chance they would have. They would have to win out. I mean, they're not officially out of it, David, but they're at a disadvantage. With 2 teams ahead of them. But they went out. That's really their best chance. Not trying to be mean, but I don't want to see him in the playoffs anyways. Can't stand him. Oh yeah, I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. Nah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Oh man, Deron Bland has been targeted 6 times tonight and has allowed 5 catches for 137 yards and a touchdown. Ooh, I guess no pick six for him tonight. He keeps that up. No pick six for him tonight. Oh man. Ugh. Let's see. Oh yeah. Damien says the only reason why I think Rodgers is coming back is because Robert Salah wants to save his job. Perhaps, perhaps. That's fair. That's fair. David says he needs to go back into darkness and reevaluate. Dang. Well, at least he's being honest. Oh man. Uh, let's see. Let me wait. Let me go back. Okay. What else we got? Browns at the Rams. Actually, that kind of could go either way. Browns at the Rams. I mean, the Browns, they're 7-4, but the Rams are 5-6. They're not that far off from the Browns. So I mean, that could probably go either way. And although the Browns did just lose to the Broncos, but I'm gonna take a gamble and say Rams pick up the victory. Yeah, I'm gonna say Rams. Chiefs at the Packers. Chiefs. Yeah, I'm gonna say Chiefs. Although Lambeau Field in December, Really tough place to play. Got to remember, Lambeau Field is really tough place to play in December. But yeah, I'm gonna still go Chiefs. I'm gonna still say Chiefs. Rogers trying to pull the Roman Reigns move. I see what you did. See what you did there. Dang. Damien said Chiefs by 80. So total annihilation. I hear you. Total annihilation. Kevin McFarland, welcome to the stream. Hello. I'm excited to see what Chris Tabor can do with the team, but we will see. This is not going to be fixed overnight. I'm very anxious to see what he can do, what Thomas Brown can do, along with Jim Caldwell on the offense. Yeah, I'm very anxious. I'm very anxious to see what they will do. Hopefully it starts this Sunday with a win. Hopefully it starts this Sunday with a win. The Monday night game is the Bengals at the Jaguars. Uh, yeah. Bengals are on a 3-game losing streak. Gotta go with the Jaguars. Just Bengals. Honestly, I think Bengals might be on their way down the ladder. Hate to say it. After Joe Burrow went down, yeah, and he's out for the season. Oh well. But yeah, I have to say Jaguars over the Bengals. Now, looking at these standings, let's take a look at. Oh, snap. The Seahawks just scored again. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh, Dallas, what you gonna do? Seahawks just scored again. It's 28-20 Seahawks. But looking at these standings, starting with the AFC East. I mean, honestly, Miami's in a pretty comfortable position. That 8-3. Miami, honestly, Miami definitely seems like the favorite to win the AFC East. I feel like they're in a pretty comfortable position, but the Bills aren't that far off. At 6-6, the Bills have just got to get themselves together. They just got to get themselves together, and it's going to be tough because they got to play the Chiefs. They got to play the Chiefs next. Um, I really want a dominant win Sunday. David says, us Panther fans need that. Tough game, Bengals at Jags. Oh, dang, I didn't know Burrow went down. Yeah, David, a pretty bad wrist injury in the throwing arm. Pretty much he can't throw. So, yeah. Um, Kevin says, I would love to have Doug Peterson as a head coach, but David Tepper needs to let the staff do the work. Let the football minds coach or lead the staff to do the work, let the football minds coach football. Then our then our team will be better. Yes, agreed. Facts. Damien says, "Okay, sorry, but you can't tell me Roman Reigns' cancer wasn't a storyline. I mean, it's WWE for God's sakes. He will do anything to get ratings. Just look at David. Bro, no, 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 no. That's not cool, man. Nah, that's not cool. That's not cool. Nah, that's not cool. Um, yeah, that's not cool. Moving on. David says, Dallas America's team that can't win a playoff game. When's the last time they won a Super Bowl? America's disaster, in my opinion. That is true. That is true. That is true. That is true. But honestly, David, to be honest with you, I don't think Dallas has been any different since Dak Prescott, even post Tony Romo. They'll get to the playoffs and they'll choke. And I think it's probably going to be that way for a while. Because, I mean, when you think about it, Dak Prescott's not a bad quarterback. And realistically, Tony Romo wasn't a bad quarterback. But when it came to playoff time, I mean, heck, Andy Dalton was the same way. Andy Dalton's a 3-time Pro Bowler. But what happened? Got to the playoffs. So there are just some players that are like that, especially talking quarterbacks. There are just some that are like that can get to the playoffs, but then they fall apart. They fall apart. It's why I felt so bad for Marvin Lewis, because Marvin Lewis, I mean, dude, when he coached Cincinnati, handful of playoff appearances, but could never win a playoff game. So it was a bummer. It was really a bummer. Uh, but yeah, AFC East, I think most likely Miami is going to end up winning the division. Um, like I said, unless the Bills can get back on track and make a run, I think Miami has the AFC East in the bag. I truly think. I truly think. Um, Jerry Jones only cares about Forbes 100 list and his billion dollar yacht. Well, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Um, the AFC North. AFC North. Well, you got the Ravens at 9-3 leading the AFC North. But then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns, which many might say are pretty even. They're both 7-4. Honestly, one of those teams could land one of the wild card spots in the AFC. But unless the Ravens just completely fall apart, the Ravens will probably win the AFC North. But keep an eye on the Steelers and the Browns. You know, they could surprise you. They could surprise you. Not to mention the Browns have a great record at home. You know, they're 4-1 at home. And the Ravens are great on the road. They're 5-1 on the road. So, yeah, that's going to be close. That's going to be really close. David says at least Jerry can build a team unlike our owner Tepper, but I hate Jerry Jones. He's got a point. Kevin says my favorite WWE wrestler is Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. I really miss watching him perform. Undertaker, one of the best, one of the most entertaining as well. Um, Roman Reigns. My only thing with Roman Reigns is just dude is like barely defending the title. Um, David says I miss Stone Cold. Stone Cold, definitely one of the greats. Triple H, Triple H as well. Um, that WrestleMania match with Stone Cold and Kevin Owens gave me chills. Oh, I enjoyed the mess out of that match. They had a great match. Damien says I hate the internet. WTF? CM Punk and Steve Austin, really? Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that have mixed feelings about CM Punk back in the E, but sounds like any any bridge, I guess, sometimes some bridges can get repaired, I guess. And it looks like that bridge got repaired. Ric Flair is the best of all time, right? Maybe. I wouldn't say that. I mean, he's up there, but I wouldn't say that. Um, let's see. The AFC South. Here's the thing with the AFC South. Right now, Jaguars are at the top, 8-3. But you got two teams, the Colts and the Texans, both 6-5. I really feel like I think there's going to be some extra spotlight on the Texans. They might squeak into a wild card, or they may get really really close. But I have a feeling they're going to get really really close, but not quite secure a wild card. But you never know. You never know. Not to mention the Jaguars are undefeated on the road, and they have a good division record. They're 4-1 in their division. So I just really feel strongly that Jacksonville is going to take that spot. But we'll have to see what Houston and Indy do, because Houston has a good home record. They're 4-2 at home. Let's see. What else? What else y'all talking about? Stone Cold versus Brock would be awesome. Uh, Maybe in their prime. Now, I don't know. Because I feel like all it's going to be is just a bunch of suplexes, a F5, a Stone Cold Stunner. Like, I don't know about now. In their prime, sure. But now, I don't know. Um, I understand he retired so many new WWE wrestlers. Yeah, got to get ready for the new and younger talent. But you still got a handful of vets around. Money talks louder than actions and words, which sometimes can be a gift and a curse. Or Stone Cold versus Goldberg dream matches right there. Um, well, that one's definitely I don't know about that, David. And the reason why I say that is, I mean, in the last few matches that Goldberg has had, the dude gets winded very quick. And all he's really done is, a spear and a jackhammer. That's why his matches aren't long. So I don't know. That's just my take on that. Uh, Damien says if Colts don't make the team, Ursay needs to go. Then again, Colts did beat us in the Super Bowl, and I'm never letting it go. So Colts fans can suffer. No, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. It was crazy too, because y'all opened up that Super Bowl with a kickoff return touchdown. Hey, shout out to Devin Hester, one of the pretty much honestly, I was gonna say one of the greats, but honestly, I think I think Devin Hester's probably like the best return man ever in the NFL to have ever played in the NFL. I mean, I know Deion Sanders had his moments, Jacoby Jones, Steve Smith even had a few, but I think when it comes to kickoff returns and punt returns, even Deshaun Jackson, who's just announced his retirement, had his moments, but honestly, I don't think you can put them over Devin Hester. I don't I, I don't think you can put him over Devin Hester. Yeah, make the playoffs. Yeah, yeah, I got you. AFC West. So Chiefs are at the top, of course. They will probably win the division, but like I said, y'all, the Broncos are on a 5-game winning streak. So if they can keep their streak going, they could end up being a threat to the Chiefs. We'll have to see, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. The Raiders are 5-7. The Chargers are 4-7. I mean, the Raiders. I mean, yeah, they no longer have Josh McDaniels. I don't really know what their final record's going to look like, but I think they'll still win like maybe a few more games. But I don't see them making a push or anything like that. I love watching Cam Newton's YouTube show. Is hilarious. Oh yeah, dude's funny dude. I subscribe to his channel on YouTube as well. Yeah, funny guy. Definitely a funny guy. Has all had all sorts of different guests on there as well. So, definitely really really cool. So that's the AFC. So right now AFC East is the Dolphins, AFC North Ravens, AFC South Jaguars, AFC West Chiefs. Three of the teams are 8-3, with the Ravens 9-3. Okay, now let's look at the NFC. So NFC East, I mean, still the top team in the league, Philadelphia Eagles. They're 10-1. Honestly, unless they completely fall apart, which I don't think will happen, they will probably win the division. And to be honest, I don't think that I can't I think they probably will end up taking home field advantage in the NFC, but like I said, unless they completely fall apart. Uh what's your prediction of our total offense Sunday Blitz? I know that's hard to predict. Ooh, that is a good question. That is a good question. Um, I mean, Bryce has yet to have even a 300-yard passing game. Um, I would I would like to say that Bryce finally gets 300 yards passing. I mean, here's hoping, but and as far as the run game, if they can get a good maybe 150 to 175 total rushing yards between Chuba and Miles Sanders, that would be awesome. Uh, I mean, I would love to see about honestly, I would love to see about 400 total yards of offense. I would love to see that. Um, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be like I would love to see 400. I'll just leave it at that. I would love to see at least 400 total yards of offense, at least. Um, Damien says, question, sorry to get serious here, but the thoughts on the I'll just say the Von Miller situation. You know he turned himself in, right? You heard he turned himself in. So, I mean, it, is that his way of admitting to it? I mean, if he did it, then yeah, sure. If he legit did it, then yeah, he should definitely be suspended and whatnot. But the word is that he turned himself in. So I don't know if that's him admitting to it or just cooperating. I don't know, but it's not good. It's not good. It's definitely not good. Um, yeah, it's definitely ridiculous. But I hope for their sake that it's not true, because that would. Yeah, yeah, Damien. After the warrant was issued, he turned himself in. Yeah. So I mean, it's not good. It's definitely not good. Let's see. Uh-oh, Dallas scored. So Seahawks 28, Dallas 27. Uh-oh. Damien says, "Well, there goes his Hall of Fame jacket." Yeah, sad. It's really really sad. Um, let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah. NFC East. Like I said, I mean Philly is at the top, but hey, Dallas is definitely in the running unless, Philly falls apart. Oh, night, David. Thanks again for coming through. Good to see you. Rest well. We'll see you soon. Um, Thank you so much. Good stream as always. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, unless Philly falls apart, Philly will probably win the division, but definitely I see Dallas being a strong contender for a wild card. For sure. I think Dallas strong contender for a wild card. New York and Washington both 4-8. Nah. NFC North. Detroit leads the pack at 8-3, and then Vikings are 6-6, Packers 5-6, Chicago 4-8. Yes, David, keep pounding always. The NFC North. I mean, honestly, this is really Detroit's for the taking. They just need to finish strong. As long as they finish strong, then Detroit should win that division. I mean, it's the ball is really in their court. Um, Damien says, I see Eagles not falling, especially against this Dallas team tonight. Well, I mean, you never know. You never know, Damien. I mean, the one loss that they took was to the Jets, which is a weaker team, so you never know. You never know. Better times on the horizon for the Panthers. Let's have hope. Yes, let's have hope indeed. But yeah, Lord willing, see you Sunday. Um, But yeah, I definitely don't think the Eagles will miss out on the division title. Um, let's see. The NFC South. Well, I mean, Falcons and Saints are both 5-6. Tampa Bay's 4-7. We're 1-10. That just me reading that off should tell you something. Uh, but even in the midst of this, the one thing that does stand out, the Falcons are undefeated in the division. They're 3-0 in the division in the NFC South. So I can understand why they are the favorite. They're 4-2 at home as well. Uh I mean, like I said, the only chance the Panthers have, they have to win out. They have to completely win out. There's really no choice. Um Kevin says, "Hello, I'm back. The Seahawks are playing well against the Dallas. Wow, they are winning 28-27. Well, Seattle's still a pretty decent team. They're still a pretty decent team. It's a close game. It's definitely a close game. Damien says, "Do you think if the Seahawks miss the playoffs again, Pete is on the hot seat after this season?" No, no, no way. You got to remember they made the playoffs last season. They made the playoffs last season. Not to mention, Pete Carroll's a good coach. Shoot, that man has coached 22 playoff games. He's 11-11 in the playoffs. Has a regular season record of 161, 112, and 1. They would be crazy to let him go. They would be crazy to let him go. He's a dang on good coach. Unless he's ready to retire or whatnot, because I mean he is in his 70s. He is in his 70s. But um, let's see. Seahawks missed the playoffs last. No, they didn't. They lost to the Niners. They made the playoffs last season. They lost in the wild card round. They lost to the Niners. The 2022 season last year, nah, they made it to the wild card and lost to the Niners. Um, Mike Tomlin is a good coach as well for the Steelers. Yes, he has never had a losing season with the team. 16 straight winning seasons. But yeah, now that's a coach I definitely wouldn't mind having for sure. Oh, I noticed. Oh, the Seahawks are wearing their old school vintage uniforms tonight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's cool. Oh, one more. The NFC West. The NFC West right now, San Fran's at the top, 8-3. Seattle's 6-5. Rams are 5-6. Arizona, yeah, ugh. I mean the 49ers are at a pretty comfortable spot. I mean they're 3-0, undefeated in the division. But here's the interesting thing: the Rams are 4-1 in the division. Despite their 5-6 record, they're 4-1 in the division. That's interesting. But honestly, the Niners are probably going to end up winning the NFC West. I think it's safe to say that they will. Kevin says the Seahawks lost bad against the Niners as well, 41-23. Yes, that is correct. They put up a decent fight though. Yeah, and they made it to the playoffs on a 9-8 record, and Geno Smith had one of pretty much his best career season. So that was big for him. That was really big for Geno. No, you good. You're good, Damien. Like I said, I remember it easily because Geno Smith had his best season in his entire NFL career last year. Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. It's crazy that it took him this long, but I mean, honestly, I was happy for him. I was very happy for him. It took a long time, but hey, finally did a little something something. So with the NFC, I mean, Eagles in the East, the Lions in the North. Well, right now the Falcons in the South and the Niners in the West. But yeah, those are your division leaders. Um, and I truly believe that Dallas will at least make a wild card. Dallas will probably make one of those wild cards in the NFC. Now for the AFC, something tells me either the Steelers or the Browns might sneak their way into a wild card spot. Um, mm, Bronco. You know what? Now that I think about it, looking back at the AFC, Damien said, "Wait, so both teams won the Rush trade?" I guess apparently. I guess so. Um, let's see. For the AFC, I think the teams that have a good chance to make a wild card. I mean, the Bills, if they can get themselves together, the Bills. The Browns or the Steelers, I think probably one of those two might end up getting one. Uh, Houston and Indianapolis. Indianapolis, nah. Houston, Houston could pull it off. Houston could actually pull it off, and that would be huge for C.J. Stroud and D'Amico Ryans and company. Denver, if they can keep that win streak going, they might compete for the division title for AFC West. And then for the NFC wild card, I'm willing to bet that Dallas will most likely get one of those wild card spots. Um, maybe Seattle. I mean, Minnesota's still 6-6. Seattle's 6-5. I mean, and I believe Minnesota is getting Justin Jefferson back. So I mean, and I know they're without. I know they're without Kirk Cousins. So I mean, eh. Damien says, I doubt the Bills make the playoffs with all that's going on. If they lose Vaughn, it's over for them. I mean, it is one player. I mean, maybe. I mean, they're hanging in there. They're hanging in there, but they got a lot of other teams that are keeping it close. So it's not going to be easy, but they're hanging in there. They could still pull it off, but they're hanging in there. That's all I can really say. They are hanging in there. But we'll see. We'll see. One second. What the heck? Um, who do I honestly think will be in the conference championship games? To be honest, hmm. I think the Chiefs. I mean, of course, the Chiefs as the defending champions will definitely be the bigger threat. But I'll say this: if the Dolphins can get home field advantage in the AFC, then they got a great shot at even making it to the Super Bowl. I'll say that if the Dolphins can secure home field advantage in the AFC, whew, they're going to be a big problem. They're going to be a big problem in the AFC. Um, Damien says for the NFC Championship, Niners and Eagles. For the AFC, Dolphins and Chiefs. That's a good prediction. That's a really good prediction. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Um, Now, another thing to think of, the Jaguars. The Jaguars are undefeated on the road. They know how to go into enemy territory and win. So, the Jaguars, don't sleep on them. They know how to win on the road. So, it'll be interesting. I mean, the door is pretty wide open in the AFC, and it's some good competition, some really good competition. But now for the NFC is a little difficult. Now, Eagles Niners in the NFC Championship, I'd say is the safe pick. But don't be surprised if the Detroit Lions are the main Cinderella story and they surprise us and they make it to the NFC Championship. Like, that would be pretty big. That would be pretty big. I mean, it's already been a long while since the Detroit Lions were last in the playoffs. So, not to mention, if it came down to the Chiefs versus the Lions, remember, the Lions have won opening night against the Chiefs. So, um, oh, get caught up on the chat. Kevin says the Lions have a chance as well. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the Ravens might be a sneaky play. They actually could win the Super Bowl because they have the most balanced team in terms of passing and rushing. Yeah, the Ravens are definitely dangerous. 9-3, they got a strong record. They're definitely dangerous. Also, they have a great defense, which I mean doesn't surprise me. It is the Ravens. Yeah, it is the Ravens. Let's see. When was the last time a rookie quarterback won a Super Bowl? Because I could also see Texans taking it all. I don't believe a rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. Actually, no. No rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl, nor has a rookie quarterback ever started. Yeah, no rookie quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl, nor has there been one that started in a Super Bowl. There have only been 6 rookie quarterbacks to have made the conference championship game, but they've all lost. But but nah. But Kurt Warner did win a Super Bowl um for the first time when he became a starter, but he was not a rookie. Same thing with Tom Brady. In their first year as starters, but they weren't rookies. So that's really the closest. But yes, no rookie quarterback has ever started in the Super Bowl nor has won one. So um let's see. Damien oh, wait, I went too far. Hold on, let me go back. Um Damien says Lions won without Kelsey and Christian. Dude, stop. They won by 1 point. They won by 1 point, bro. No excuses. They won by 1 point. Oh, they didn't have Kelsey and Chris Jones and all that. Dude, they only lost by 1 point. Come on now. That's no, 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 no. It was still a close game even without him. That is not an excuse. Come on now. Come on now. Stop. Stop. Lions have a good defense as well. Stop. And they shut Patrick Mahomes down in that final drive and such when it meant the most. And what did it equal? A win. Nah. I could understand if they got obliterated, but they lost by 1 point. They lost by 1 point. Come on now. That was still a close game. Kevin says Kurt Warner maybe. Never mind. This would be the first. Yes, that is correct. I was going to say Patrick Mahomes. Kelsey is a great player. He's a game changer. Such a good player. Facts. He would make them score more points. But still, he's definitely a factor for sure. Definitely a factor. But like I said, it's not like they got obliterated. They lost by 1 point. So, let's see. Where was I? I will give them some credit. They are very amazing players, two first ballot Hall of Famers. Oh, Kelsey and Mahomes. I take it. Well, I mean, shoot. Part of me says, well, can C.J. Stroud break that break that record? Can he, make history? I meant to say, can he make history? But nah. But it would be quite a story. Would be quite a story. One more third down conversion. He is almost there. Whole team, like Gronk for Brady at the end of the game. Chris Jones, maybe. Ah, I see. Gotcha. Uh, let me see. Oh, let me see. Damien says Lions didn't have a defense in that Ravens or Packers game and barely had it in the Bears and Chargers games. That's all I'm gonna say. But you're right, they won by one. Bro, they're still a threat. They're 8-3. They're 8-3. I mean, I understand they're in your division, but come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I understand that they're in your division, but come on. There's a reason why they're at the top of y'all's division. Come on now. Come on now. They even did pretty well last season, which was 10 times better than what y'all did last season. So, I mean, come on now. Really? Really? Do you really want to be dissing the Lions like that? Do you really want to be dissing the Lions like that? This ain't 2021, bro. This ain't 2021. I'm just saying this ain't 2021. This a whole entirely different Detroit Lions team ever since last season. Last season they finished 9-8, and right now they're 8-3 with 6 games left. I rest my case. Chris Jones or Aaron Donald? Which one? Uh, Aaron Donald. Yeah, I gotta say Aaron Donald. They're both great. True, true. I mean, when you look at them both, I mean, they're both solid. They're both definitely solid. One is a little younger than the other. One's a couple of years younger than the others, but both are great. Both are really great, but I gotta give Aaron Donald the overall edge. Although Chris Jones has more Super Bowls, only by one, but still. But I think the main thing that sticks out to me about Aaron Donald, 9-time Pro Bowler. 9-time Pro Bowler to Chris Jones's 4 Pro Bowls. Because, really, it was only a 2 years difference that they came into the league. Only a 2 years difference. Damien says, I'll take Chris Jones only because he is younger and has had less injuries than Donald. That's fair. That's actually fair. Yeah, that's fair. You really can't lose with either of them. You can't lose with either of them in production, if you ask me. So I can dig it. But yeah, should be interesting. But hopefully we can grab ourselves a win. 35 to 30. Seattle. Oh man, we got us a high scoring game, ladies and gentlemen. Got us a high scoring game. Look at this. Geno Smith, 3 touchdowns through 1 pick. Ooh, Dak's been sacked 4 times. Uh-oh. 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 Well, CeeDee Lamb has had a good game. 10 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Ooh, DK Metcalf, 6 catches, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns. Oh, shoot. Oof. And dang, a rushing touchdown from Geno Smith and from Zach Charbonnet. Wow. Dang, Seattle is pouring on the offense. He is pouring on the offense. But, it's a close game. 35-30. Dallas is only down by 5. Uh-oh. But their undefeated streak at home is on the line. Uh-oh. Oh, Deron Bland did end up getting a pick in this game. He didn't get a pick 6, but hey, he did get a pick. He did get a pick. To be honest, that dude better get defensive player of the year. I think he's probably in the front for defensive player of the year. I really think so. I mean, I'm sorry, five pick sixes, five pick sixes. Yeah, he's got to be in the running for defensive player of the year. He's got to be. I mean, five pick sixes in a season. Shoot. Honestly, I would feel like if he didn't win defensive player of the year, that might be a bad snub, like a really bad snub. Damien says, "Hey, speaking of primetime games, thoughts on the Eagles Monday night game getting fixed? In my opinion, it's stupid because look at all the prime times we've seen this season, and that one is only flexed. Wait, flexed. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand. What do you mean by flexed? I'm just curious. Let me see. Oh, Dallas scored. Dallas scored. Oh, now Dak Prescott has 3 touchdowns. Oh, and they scored a 2-point conversion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. Dallas is trying to protect home field, trying to protect that undefeated home record. Uh-oh. Oh man, that's going to be bad for Seattle if they fall to 6-6. Ooh, that's going to really help out the Niners if they fall to 6-6. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. But yeah, I'm curious what exactly you mean by flexed. Let me see here. Oh, snap. Oh, they moved one of the Eagles games to Monday night football instead of getting Pats versus Chiefs on Monday night. We're getting Eagles and Seahawks week 15. I mean, I mean, it sucks that that had to happen, but I mean, oh, they've had five primetime games straight now. Well, Well, I mean, when you're that good of a team, that tends to happen. No, no, no. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yeah. I mean, it's a bummer for others. Yeah, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Um, they got to do a better job of once they establish the schedule at the beginning, stick by it. So I get it. I totally get it. But yeah, that's a bummer. Wow. So C.D. Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and Brandon Cooks all got receiving touchdowns. Wow, this is truly a high scoring game. But yeah, Dallas is up 38-35. Be interesting to see how Seattle answers back. I think I can hang around for a bit until after that game is over. So, um, yeah, if y'all have any other questions or any sort of topics, fire away. I'm gonna keep this up at least until after this game is over, since it is the fourth quarter. So yeah, if y'all have any questions or any topics, fire away. But yeah, five straight. Oof, oof. That is a lot. That is definitely a lot. Uh-oh, but it looks like they're moving the ball down the field. Seattle has the ball right now, but Dallas has a chance to go to 9-3 tonight if they can finish the job, and they will be 6-0 at home. Oof, oof, oof. And Dallas still has all three of their timeouts. Seattle has two timeouts. Well, I mean, if they can get in field goal range, that would help. I mean, they're you know right before the oh ooh fourth down. Yeah, they might have to punt unless they got a unless they got an idea in mind. They're gonna have to punt. Oh, pardon me. So sorry. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I'll be traveling with my dad to see the Ashe uh, wrestling in Charlotte at the Grady Cole Center. That should be fun. There's going to be a concert and pro wrestling, performance to start, and then the wrestling matches. Damien says thoughts on Ertz getting cut from the Cardinals, and would you want him on your team? Honestly, we already got too many tight ends on our team, so I'm gonna have to say no. Like tight end is the least of my worries, to be honest with you. And we got too many on our team. We got way too many on our team. We got like five tight ends on our team. That's too many. That is way too many. Because when you think about it, Giovanni Ricci is technically a tight end. Because I mean, the fullback position ain't really a thing these days. But um, oh snap! They must have. Did they attempt to go for it? Oh, they tried to go for it. Oh, turnover on downs. They tried to go for it and they failed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dallas might pull away with this. Damien says, I mean, you could use Ertz to block and give Bryce time to throw. We have 5 tight ends. We have 5 tight ends. Tight end is the least of our concern. We have 5. We don't need another tight end. Oh, they just pulled off a big play. And now they're at the Seattle 21-yard line at the 2-minute warning. I think Dallas is about to put this one away, y'all. I think Dallas is about to put this one away. I mean, really, they could walk away with a field goal. Well, then again, if they walk away with a field goal, then I mean, Seattle would only be down by 6, and they could get a touchdown and an extra point to come back. So honestly, Dallas needs to seal the deal by putting it in the end zone. Yeah, they can put it in the end zone, then they pretty much have won this game. I mean, field goal is points, but if they really want to seal the deal, get a touchdown. Ravens might want him anyway with Andrews being done. That's a good point. They could use him. They could definitely use him. They could definitely use him. Dang. Impact Wrestling made an offer to Will Ospreay. That was a 7-figure level contract. Jeez. Man, wish I could get 7 figures. Well, then again, who wouldn't? Can they pull it off? But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Should be tons of fun. And then Saturday, the Cowboy Bebop concert. Looking so forward to that. Shout out to my friend Curtis, who will be joining me. That should be fun. I need to be sure to sync up with him, figure out what the plan is tomorrow. Uh-oh. They're in the red zone. Cowboys are in the red zone. Oh, snap. Damien says Bengals can use Taysom Hill as quarterback and tight end. Yeah, I mean, this is true. But if anything, they better hope they can eventually get a healthy Joe Burrow back. Because, Joe Burrow has had some injury woes. Despite, once having a good year and making it to the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow has had some injury woes since his debut in the NFL. So that is some concern. That is some concern. Just saying. Uh-oh. They're probably going to just run the ball a bunch. Well, Seahawks didn't use their timeout, so yeah, Seahawks just used their final timeout. Oh, snap, it's fourth down, 4th and 3. Well, what the heck? Why did they call a pass play? Why did they call a pass? Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. And that stopped the clock. Wow. See, they could have ran the ball again and ran out some more clock. They couldn't stop the clock again. What the heck, Mike McCarthy? Damien says, which team losing season shocks you more? Clippers, Lakers, or Warriors? Wait, this season? Or like when they last had their losing season? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about as of now? Like if you're talking about as of right now, it is way too early. Way too early. Yeah, bro, it's way too early. It's it's way too early. Um yeah, they have plenty of opportunity to come back. Clippers, I mean right now the Clippers are the 10th seed. Lakers are the 7th. Warriors are the see Golden State. Yeah, it's way too early. I thought you meant something like the Spurs or the Pistons or Wizards. Like, yeah, that's pretty bad, but nah, for them they still got plenty of time. Plenty of time to get things right. Yeah, it's too early. It's way too early. Oh, okay, they did get the field goal. So 41-35 Cowboys. So they got the field goal. Well, gonna see how good the Seattle Seahawks 2-minute drill is. I'd say, Damien, check back when we're about 40 games in. When we're about 40 games in, then I can definitely give a better assessment. But right now, too early. Hmm. Well, they got the touchback. Damien says, "Hey, since you're a Mavs fan, how about y'all trade us Luca for Levine, DeRozan, and Caruso? You must be out of your mind. You must be out of your mind. If you think we're gonna give up Luca, no, 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 no way, bro. No way. Wait, is this candy too? No, it doesn't taste like this is candy. Nope. I guess it's just the bracelet part. Dang. Oh well. Oh man. Dang, they're already at midfield. Uh-oh. Oh shoot. Seattle might pull it off. Oh, well, it's 3rd and 2. Dang. Uh-oh. Damien says, "Hey, y'all are getting 3 pieces for one." Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Really? This is Luka Doncic we're talking about. Come on now. Not even you find that trade believable. Not even you find that trade believable or reasonable. You that's not a reasonable trade and you know it. Dude, you couldn't even do that trade in NBA 2K without doing a force trade or a force trade override. Uh-oh, 4th and 2. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. They need that. And that is the game. Well, look at that. Dallas will go on to win 41-35. So Dallas will finish and become 9-3, 6-0 at home, y'all. Oh man, Seattle tried. They put up a good fight, but Dallas with the comeback, and Dallas will walk away with the victory. So the Seahawks will fall to 6-6, and the Cowboys go up to 9-3 and still undefeated at home. But on that note, I am going to shut down for now. Uh, like I said, we better not lose to the Bucs. We better not lose to the Bucs. Bump Baker Mayfield. We better not lose to those Buccaneers. So I'm hoping that we can get a win this weekend. Remember, it's a 4 o'clock game, so I'm just hoping we can get that win. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank everybody for coming out, for chatting it up with me. Another good session. Damien says, "Okay, I take everything I said about Dallas, not taking that one spot. Now I can see. Now I can see it happen." Ah, wow. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. Um, we'll see what happens. Oh, what's up, Corey? Oh, you just now saw the message. Oh, is everything okay? We missed you tonight. And Dallas just beat the Seahawks. So, but yeah, Carolina at Tampa Bay. Hope this Sunday. Hopefully we can pick up the victory. But yeah, that'll that'll do it for tonight. Um, like I said, shout out to Keep Pounding, Corey. Shout out to Mr. Carolina. Wasn't able to join us as well. Oh, you was game streaming. Oh, cool, cool. No worries, no worries. That's what's up. But another winnable game. Another winnable game, but we got to get it done. We got to get it done. We're going to see what happens starting with these final 6 games. I'll do my own stream and we can schedule that. Gotcha. Um let me see. Oh, We haven't beaten the Bucs on the road since 2017, so hopefully we can break that curse. Thomas Brown, Chris Tabor, Jim Caldwell, y'all are up. Let's get this done. Coach Ajaro, keep on doing what you've been doing, and let's defeat these Bucs. Let's defeat these fake Pirates and get a division win. Our first division win, because we haven't had a division win yet. So come on, we got to get it done. But anyway, don't forget to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, all of the above, not only for my channel, but Corey's Keep Pounding channel, as well as Mr. Carolina's Bleeding Carolina Blue podcast channel. Definitely check them out. Be sure you like and subscribe to them. And we're going to see how this goes. Keep pounding. No matter what, we're going to get through this. And yeah, hopefully here's to a victory this Sunday. But anyway, for another Carolina Panthers Talk live stream here on the YouTube, the Tube, and the Le Facebook, my name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend. I'm off to Charlotte tomorrow, and I will see y'all in the next live stream. Y'all be blessed. December, here we come. I'll see you there.